What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another edition of the Jericho Report Weekly News Briefing. This will be for Sunday, the 6th of December, 2020. Here we are in December, January coming up fast. As always, first link below will take you over to the Patreon post. This is where you can find all the news. And I just finished watching the president's rally, whatever he had in Georgia tonight. You know, no mask, everybody standing shoulder to shoulder, yet we're supposedly in the midst of the biggest pandemic we've ever seen, and cities have to be locked down and businesses closed because we're all going to die. Yet you have thousands of people out here in this crowd. And he's pushing the infamous warp speed. Don't worry, the vaccines are right around the corner, and they're going to be the perfect vaccine, best vaccine ever made. And he wants you to know he's responsible for it. Let's just get into the news. UK becomes the first country to approve Pfizer BioNTech COVID vaccine. Be advised, my friends in the UK, I'm sure you're already aware, UK government released guidelines for healthcare professionals and public about the Pfizer COVID vaccine. It is unknown whether COVID-19 mRNA vaccine has impact on fertility, but it's safe. It's safe. Line up and take it, or you won't be able to rejoin society. UK adds 2 million doses of Moderna's COVID-19 vaccine, upping the stockpile 357 million doses. President Trump, Operation Warp Speed is coming for you, America, any day now. Priest who participated in trial for unethical Moderna vaccine dies suddenly. I don't know that site. Take it for what you will. Super forecasters now see 90% odds 200 million Americans will be vaccinated by October. Oh, really? 200 million Americans will be vaccinated by October. Former presidents Obama, Bush, Clinton volunteered to get coronavirus vaccine publicly to prove it's safe. Well, if the New World Order says it's safe, it must be. Over to election news. The election wizard puts this out. Michael Flynn calls on Trump to declare martial law. Watching his rally tonight, he's saying nothing new, voter fraud, but he's urging people to get out on January 5th and vote in the runoff election. Like your vote matters or something. I don't, whatever. Let's just get on with it. Our country's headed towards civil war, says Lynn Wood in a tweet. Trump says DOJ and FBI may have been in large-scale cahoots over voter fraud. Well, what are you going to do about it, Mr. President? You're going to drain the swamp? All you're doing on your rally is running your mouth. Former Overstock CEO is paying team of hackers to prove Trump won the election. Meanwhile, AG Barr destroys his name. Confirms that there was no voter fraud. He's just another card-carrying swamp rat. I got news for you. They all are, including the man you worship. He is pushing. Does this not bother anybody that he's pushing the New World Order vaccine? Operation Warp Speed spent billions of years. I've still yet to hear an argument from anybody who supports this man. What is your argument? He's pushing the mark of the beast. All you Christian people that support this man, hello? I got one more in the general bin. Mike Pence backs away from the Trump election fraud train wreck from the Daily Beast. Over to financial news. How major U.S. stock... Oh, he's talking about this at his rally tonight. Dow, 30,000. Yes, on Friday, the Dow closed up to 30,218. Yet everybody's out of work. Everyone's businesses are being shuttered. Everything's being shut down. Dow, you know why the Dow's so high? Because it's great times for big pharma. The 30,000 on a Dow is all big pharma because now they have the contracts to inoculate planet Earth. That's the reality, folks. Lie to yourself if you want to. Bipartisan Senate group unveils $908 billion COVID relief plan. I wonder how much of that money will go to the people. Probably not. Unless, as thousands of U.S. businesses close up for good, Congress focuses on tiger ownership legalizing marijuana. But, second stimulus check update. The stimulus money will not go to you unless you're releasing aid to people only after they've had the COVID-19 inoculation. We said this 10 years ago, did we not? It's right here in your face, and nobody's saying a word. British government, people who suffer extreme COVID-19 vaccine, they're actually going to pay people. Well, if the vaccine is so safe, why do you got to pay people? I think this is the equivalent of like $160,000 if the vaccine screws them up. I mean, good, but I thought it was safe. What's the problem? Anyway, capitalism for me, socialism for you. AOC unveils tax the rich sweatshirts at $58 each. Good going, Bugs Bunny. Globalist leads at the World Economic Forum tell public to start eating weeds. That's from Gateway Pundit. Here's the reality, folks. Pull this video up. Watch this lady. California restaurant owner breaks down over ridiculous COVID-19 hypocrisy. They are destroying. Watching the end of the rally right now, thousands of people in the crowd. Nobody's wearing a mask. Everybody's shoulder to shoulder. Yet cities around this country and around this world are being shut down. They are destroying people's lives. They are putting people on the streets. Watch this woman's video. If you are not aware of what's happening, it will make your blood boil, as it should. Justice Department investigating bribery per pardon scheme. Oh my God, Mr. President, are you accepting cash for bribes? For pardons, rather? Janet Yellen's incoming Fed person says she'll use the Treasury Department to address racial inequality and gender and the climate crisis. That's great. Facebook, be advised, will launch their digital currency Libra in January. I didn't know there was such a thing. And more people died from suicide. Here's another grim reality that you're going to see in the United States very soon. Already happening in my city. I'm listening to the scanner at night. People are jumping off bridges. More people died of suicide in Japan in 1 month than the entire coronavirus pandemic. Do I seem a little upset? Do I seem a little pissed off? I'm wondering why everyone else isn't pissed off. I'm wondering why I'm one of the only people out here that's worked up over what we're saying, over the shit that we've talked about for 10 years happening, and like everybody's just taking a vacation. I don't know, where is everyone? Over to New World Order and Police State News. This is where I stop and ask you to at least share this video because this vital stuff coming up people need to know about. CNN cancels Christmas. Not only do they want to cancel Thanksgiving, we just can't do it this year. No Christmas for you. Put a link to that. Christmas in it. Oh, this one pissed me off to the max this week. Mayor de Blasio limits the New York tree viewings to 5 minutes and visitors must be isolated in pods. You cannot look at that tree for more than 5 minutes or else. And they're closing it down. They're turning off the lights at 10 o'clock every night. I'd love to know people's thoughts on that. You can't look at that Christmas tree for more than 5 minutes. Residents in the city of Los Angeles to remain in their homes amid COVID-19 surge. Mayor office. Oh, you can't leave your home in Los Angeles. I see how that's working out so far. In St. Louis County, here in my neck of the woods, restaurants warn, obey health orders or else you will lose your permits. You will not have a business if you do not obey. FDA chief called to the West Wing. Donald Trump wants to know, where's his poison? He wants to roll the poison out to the mass American public before he's out of office. Where is my poison? Operation Warp Speed, and you support this! You people out there supporting this, man. COVID-19 vaccines face powerful misinformation movement on. Of course, the mainstream media is attacking anybody who's anti-vax. Vax pages to be, there's no more anti-vax crap on anywhere to be had unless you're on an alternative site, and they're probably coming for that next. World Health Organization urges global governments to manage all social activity. That from Zero Hedge. British Army deployed to handle anti-vaccine propaganda and protest. You slaves will not be allowed to protest this poison. UK government to roll out vaccine stamps and passports by next year, says report. That from Breitbart. Number 10, Downing Street stopped short of ruling out COVID immunity passports. Wales raises fears of spot checks at pubs and shops, bringing in ID-style cards for people who get, what did I tell you at the beginning? I'll make sure you're going to have, you better be able to prove your vaccine. And ultimately, the only way you're going to be able to prove it is by your microchip. You just watch and see. Pubs and cinemas should turn away vaccine refusers. That another one out of the UK. Indeed, you won't be able to do anything. Chief Medical Officer says Canadians who refuse vaccine won't have freedom to move around. My friends up in Canada, please give me your thoughts on that. Are you going to comply? Over to World War III news. Iran IRGC commander targeted by drone strike by the Iraqi Syrian border. This is on top of the guy we killed last week. I don't know who killed the guy. Weapon used in nuclear science assassination made in Israel. Source tells Press TV. Of course, U.S. aircraft carrier enters Persian Gulf as tensions with Iran soar. We got Iran looking to stop nuclear inspections. That from the AP on December 1. We got Biden says Iran moving closer to nuclear weapons. Bottom line is we cannot allow it. That from Haaretz. A lot of big talk going on. Navy brings back U.S. Atlantic Fleet as Russian threats intensify. That from military.com on 2 December. Politico says White House fires more big shakeups at the Pentagon. Makes me think Operation Blackjack at any moment, people. Australia demands a policy from China over some war, blah, blah, blah. Put a link to that from RT. We got 2 men found dead. Probably not World War III related, but I thought it was interesting. Fort Bragg military base. What's going on there? We had a U.S. Air Force B-52 bomber. Burns fuel as it prepares for emergency landing. I think one of the engines caught on fire, something like that. Over Worcester, I think 5 U.S. soldiers killed in raid on CIA server in Frankfurt. I don't know about this. People were talking about this week. You know, the information's kind of sketchy. Of course, the mainstream media won't mention it at all, so it's probably true, but I mean, I can't verify it anywhere. The Marines are getting new boots for fights in freezing temperatures as low as 20 degrees below zero. And that sends us over to Earth changes in 2012 news. Had some big quakes this week. On 1 December, we had a 6.0, another 6.4, 6.3 on the 30th, 6.4 on the 30th. Some big move. I think there was one in Russia, and then there was one on the other side of the Pacific. I'll put a link to the earthquake data. Didn't see too much on volcanoes this week. Did you see this? Check this out. This bridge in New York that groaned and flexed during high winds in November. Let me see if I can get this to play for a second. Check that out. I'm coming to kill you. I'll put a link to that. We got highway overpass in Utah is a major success, and the video shows many wild animals using it to avoid danger, so that's pretty cool. Throw that in the happy bin. A mysterious object hurling towards Earth. This is the one that passed us on December 1. It did not impact us. If it did, it wasn't any big thing. Meanwhile, a huge Puerto Rico radio telescope already damaged collapses. If you scroll down here, I know I know there's video down here somewhere. They got video of it. They're linked to it or something. The radio telescope collapses. Kind of reminds me of the movie Contact with Jodie Foster. She'd probably be upset. Astronomers mystified by these ghostly, unexplained circles in space. Wormholes? I don't know that from Science Alert. Mysterious monolith. What is the deal with these monoliths? Disappears from remote Utah desert. I heard it showed up in California or something. Another one showed up on the... let's see, on a Romanian hillside. I don't know. In the old days, I would say it's promotion for a movie, but, not a lot of movies going on at the theaters these days, so I don't know what's going on here. Leaked photo of Pentagon UFO Task Force shows silver cube hovering over Atlantic, 35,000 feet. What the hell is that? And I got one more. Christmas star, be advised, Christmas doom. Christmas star to light up December sky for the first time in 800 years on December 21st. Is 2020 the real 2012? I wonder. See, then the pandemic would make sense because you'd want people to be all at home if there was doom. Over to strange and bizarre news. I might push somebody out of the way to get it. Some healthcare workers excited to be the first to receive COVID vaccine in the St. Louis area. Hey, let them have it. That from my local media. Biden, check this out. I was buck naked trying to pull my dog's tail when I broke my foot. See, there's my foot. What's going on with this man? Is he going to be in office long? Did you hear what he said? He said if they have a disagreement, he's going to develop some disease and have to resign. I'll put a link to he said he's going to develop a disease and resign. I don't know what's going on there. U.S. Justice Department amends federal execution rules to allow death by hanging, electric chair, gas chamber, and firing squad. Let's make some rope. Man gets caught cheating on his girlfriend on Black Friday. She spent his welfare check on the side chick. Oh yeah, I'm not going to play that because it's kind of ground. I'll put a link to that. YouTuber, meanwhile, I think this happened over in Russia. YouTuber kills pregnant girlfriend live on stream after abusing her. This video, you could still find it on YouTube. No way in hell I'm going to link you to it because it's absolutely sick. But they take our videos down talking about the New World Order, and this man beats his girlfriend to death, and it's allowed to stay up. Mike Tyson, speaking of, Mike Tyson says psychedelic drug inspired him to return to boxing. I'll bite your ear off. Speaking of that, you can now eat human steak. Scientists insist it's not cannibalism. That from Metro on 18 November 2020. I got a couple more. Brussels cops reportedly bust lockdown orgy attended by diplomats. Well, what are we going to do? We're all locked inside. And did you see the Hobby Lobby guy? I got to play this short video. Check this out, man. People are going crazy.
Put it on.
Get away from me.
No.
Get away from me.
Put your fucking mask on.
I'm sorry. You can walk away from me right now, sir.
Look at this guy. It's like he has New World Order rabies.
Anybody else that she doesn't have to wear a mask that we all do?
I gotta do it, so you gotta do it.
6 feet away from me then.
No.
Get away from me.
No. Yeah.
Please get away from me right now.
No.
No?
You don't need to come near me.
She has it on her damn hand.
Get away from me.
Look at this guy.
Walk away from me, sir. Please get away from me.
This is what this mass psychological operation is doing to people, man. People are losing it. The president doesn't want to talk about that either. The psychological operation that's going on is off the chain. I mean, this is what it's doing to people, folks. This is what it's doing. Look at this guy.
Leave me alone.
Stay
6 feet away from me then.
You know what? If you feel the need to take precautions because there's a virus going around, then you do what you got to do. You do not have the right to tell anyone else what to do. For all other news, please check my favorite videos. Thank God there's more sheriffs standing up. Message from sheriff over there. I don't know where that is. Out in Los Angeles, maybe. They say they're not going to enforce this crap. Check out this video by Warrior for God 13. My brother out in LA, he'll tell you what's going on out there. Dimcad made a couple. He's got one here. I know there's another one in there. COVID predicted programming COVID in March, along with the Elon Musk girlfriend music video. Google that if you don't know what I'm talking about. Emotional procession. A retired Chicago firefighter was shot and killed. I mean, there's so much news going on. and check out, if you're not aware of the mainstream media psyops, check out this video here about when all those media outlets all repeated the same script. And a shout out to this guy. Check out that video. Plane makes emergency landing on Minnesota highway. Amazing skills. Thank you to everybody who continues to post content. The few of you who do. A lot of this is mainstream sources though, but it's still, I put stuff in my favorites that I think you guys want to know about. So definitely check out my favorites. And shout outs this week. I got to give a shout out to JamNoise72, one of the original YouTubers from back in the day. I mean, she had a channel that had thousands and thousands of followers, always made great content. One of the only people still making videos today. Her channel was recently shut down by YouTube for spreading misinformation about COVID vaccine because the title was "Will You Merge with Technology?" Just talking about the facts that the vaccine manufacturers themselves are putting out, along with Bill Gates and Event 201 and all the rest of them, and they took her channel down. So I gotta give her a shout out and much love, and I will put a link to her new channel. I would definitely recommend that you make a BitChute channel and back your stuff up on there. Subscribe to her over on her new channel. She's also on Twitter. Just in case they take the new channel down, you can still follow her on Twitter. She's posting her stuff over there as well. One of the original YouTubers from back in the day, and I love you, so definitely shout out to you. That's all I got for this week, guys. If you like the report, please give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. If you think it sucked, it's the worst of YouTube. You never want to see again, please rate. It helps me move around. You can also follow me everywhere. Let's see what we got. BitChute, my backup channel on YouTube, my live stream, my website, Twitter, Facebook, Gab, the YouTube community feed. You can support me on Patreon or directly with PayPal because we are fully demonetized over here by YouTube because they don't like what I'm talking about. So support the people that you like to watch. Support their work because people are being shut down and silenced at every turn. And I guarantee you, if something happens to my channel, you'll find me on BitChute. There's no way I'm shutting up. Make sure you're following me on BitChute. Make sure you follow me on Patreon, even if you're not a paid subscriber. Everything I post will be posted public. I'm not using my Patreon. People can support me if they want to, but that page is free for all. Just another place to follow me. So that's all I got for this week. Please tell me which thing is coming up. Operation Warp Speed coming at you. How many people are going to comply? And to all my Christian friends, I don't mean to be a dick, but I want your opinion as to why you still follow Donald Trump when he is given billions of taxpayer dollars to bring in the mark of the beast. And I don't think any of you would argue with that. I'm not religious myself, but I can see what you see when it comes to things like that. We're right on the edge of the full-blown New World Order. Not to mention World War III, Operation Blackjack, December 21, the star that hasn't shown up in 800 years. Who knows? Big planetary alignment. Maybe there's going to be huge earthquakes. I don't know, people. I don't know what's coming, but I know it's something big because the culmination of everything we've talked about all these years, it's all right here now, right in front of your face. The people who were calling us crazy can't deny it anymore, can you? No, because you got to put on a mask to walk outside your house. We told you your enslavement was coming. We told you this. And it's only going to get worse. And as it gets worse, you remember I told you that. This time next year, who knows if we're even going to be here. The way things are going. But you guys take care, stay safe. Thank you for hanging out with me for a few minutes. Remain vigilant. Be ready for anything at any moment. Because it's on, people. Big time. I will see you on the next one.